Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Heal. And those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Anamika and this is Let's Heal, a community for you and I to come together and talk about things that no one talks about. Mental health being the most important. Now, as obvious by the title of this video, today I want to share 25 things that I've learned in the 25 years of my life on this earth. This is not a new concept. A lot of YouTubers make such videos where they share the 25 things, 18 things, 16 things, XYZ number of things that they have learned in XYZ years of their lives. And this is a concept that I really liked because I think that this gave me an excuse or a chance to share my experiences in learning with you guys. So here I am making a video on this topic. I hope you like it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on further videos. Also, please share your experiences and learnings in the XYZ years of your life on this earth in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's start. And a quick disclaimer before I move further. These are the lessons that I've learned, but I still struggle to apply in my life. So this is more of a theory than practical. But I try to imply and apply as many of them as possible in my life. Number 1. Take it easy. Yes, you heard that right. It's important for all of us to take things easy in life. Because let's face it, it's only life. And while that may sound cliche and corny to some of you, it is the truth. We don't have to take things so seriously all the freaking time, I mean, it's important to think about your future. It's important to plan things. It's important to, stay grounded and stay disciplined and this and that and whatnot. But it's also important to let go a little, to relax, to chill, and to not take things so over your head. It's important for you to do your effort and then let it be. Take it easy. Number 2, people change. Yes, they do. I mean, again, I don't know whether they change or whether they show you their true colors eventually, but either way, they don't stay the same. And neither do you, because that's the whole concept of change and growth in the first place. And you shouldn't expect people to stay the same all the time, because sometimes it's important for their growth as well, and also it's their choice. So while you can hope that people don't change or they change for the better, there's no guarantee that that will happen. So I think that we should take that with a grain of salt and let go, which brings me to my next point. Let go. All of us in life get so stuck at things and events and situations and people and objects that we kind of become possessive of them. We think that we own them. And while that may work for some of us, it doesn't work in the long run. You have to understand that life is about letting go. We came into this life empty-handed, and that's how we'll go. And while that may sound a little philosophical, it's also extremely practical. You have to learn to close the chapter and let go and move on to the next chapter. Have fun. Now again, this may sound a little weird to some of you. Have fun? Really? Is that a life lesson? But trust me, it is. As somebody who doesn't know how to have fun and has to struggle a lot in having fun, I can vouch for this. Having fun is such an important part of our lives. It's important to sort of declutter and detoxify and take a break from things and people and work and events and situations, and just be with the company of people who you love, who you like, who you love spending time with, who you enjoy your time with. And it could also be your own self. It could be the activities and the hobbies that you like. The idea is to, just detach and unplug and enjoy and have fun. It has a great impact on our mental health. This is something that I'm trying to learn these days and apply in my life, because for me, it's always been work, work, work and no play. But a little play is important in life and goes a long way. So have fun. Number 5. So this one is kind of similar to number 1, but it does have maybe a thin line of difference. And this is, don't take things so seriously. It's important for us to understand that it's only life. As I said before, things sometimes will go in your favor and sometimes they won't, and it's okay. All you can do is just give your best, do your best, and then sit back and relax. I know it's easier said than done, but it's also important to do. Again, for your mental health, you have to understand that after a point, you have to stop taking things so seriously, because it's okay. Things go on, people move on, things change, things alter, and in the end, everything does work out. So do your best and don't take things so seriously. Number 6, good people exist. Yes, true. While popular media and social media and our everyday experiences can convince us that, the world is full of bad people. The fact of the matter remains that a lot of us are good, or at least grey. We're not bad people, we're not evil people. We fall in the normal curve of statistics. We are neither too good nor too bad, but we are average, and that calls for a good amount of people. And you won't find people at every nook and corner of life who are going to steal you or kill you or stab you or deceive you. There are people who are going to help you. It's just about whether you find them or not, or whether you're looking for them or not. You attract what you think and feel. So be a good person and look for good people. You will find them. Number 7, experience over advice. What I have learned in my life so far is that no matter how many advices you get or how many advices you give to someone else, it's always experience over advice. People may listen to you, but they may not necessarily agree to what you're saying or stop living their lives because of it. And the same goes for all of us. You can give me an advice and I can listen to it and try and imply and implement it in my life. But my ultimate teacher would be my own experience. I cannot live off of your experience and vice versa. While we cannot, I think, learn from each other's experiences, but our own experience will always, always, always trump any advice that we've gotten so far. And it makes sense. It's rather better to make your own mistakes than to, just rely on other people's lessons. So yeah, experience over advice. Number 8, time changes. Trust me on this, it truly does. Of all the things I've experienced in life so far, I can vouch for this personally. There are things that in my life I never thought that I'll be doing, or the things that I thought that I might do, but I didn't have the courage to do them. And I've seen life take a 360-degree turn, life coming to a full circle and time changing. Not just in my own life, but in other people's lives around me as well. So again, I can vouch for this, that time changes. No time in your life is ever going to stay constant, whether good or bad. So the idea is to enjoy the good times and to endure the bad ones while moving forward. Number 9, never say never. I think this goes in extension to the previous point, that is time changes. Because sometimes we get so rigid and I think stubborn in our ways of being that we reject a lot of notions, and we say no a lot of the times to new opportunities, to new experiences and XYZ things, relationships, jobs, friendships and whatnot. And life is so unpredictable that you never know that what you were saying no or yes to yesterday might or might not happen today. So the idea is to, again, keep your mind open and never say never. Again, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't say no, because saying no is an important thing. But at the same time, keep yourself flexible and open enough to new ideas and opportunities. Number 10, friends matter. Trust me, take it from someone who has not had a number of good friends in her life, but only a limited edition of them. Friends truly do matter. Friends are the family that we choose. And it's important for us to have a healthy group of friends in our lives. I'm not saying that have a cricket team when it comes to friends. I'm saying that no matter how many friends you have, they should be your good and true friends. They should be the ones who are happy in your achievements and sad in your bad times, and who are there for you as a pillar of support and who have got your back, basically. And also friends who you can enjoy with and just live your youth and also the later parts of your life. Because again, social support and having a good support system in terms of our relationships and friendships goes a long way. So choose your friends wisely. Number 11, family is irreplaceable. Again, I can totally vouch for this one. No matter how much we fight with our families, or how much we crib and whine, and how much we might dislike them at times despite loving them, the fact remains that family is irreplaceable. Nobody can ever replace your true family, which is, I think, in most of the cases, our blood relations or our immediate relationships, or maybe our adopted relationships, whatever defines family for you. Nothing can ever replace it. Nothing can ever take its place. Nothing can ever displace it from your life. No matter how much deep shit you're in, your family is going to be there for you. And while we may take them for granted at times, we have to understand that they are our most valued possessions. So we should cherish them while we have them, because life is too short to not do that. Number 12, love heals. Again, this is not coming from an overdose of romantic comedies, but from experience as well. Love is subjective. When we talk about love, we don't necessarily mean the romantic relationships in our lives. While that comes under the category of love, love is different things for different people. For some, it's their friends. For some, it's their families. For some, it's their romantic partners. For some, it's their work. For some, it's their, children or dreams or XYZ different things. And for some, it's an amalgamation of all of these things. No matter what defines love for you, the idea is to keep love in your life, because love truly heals. Love can mend your broken heart and soul, and it can, I think, remove pain from your life up to a great extent. And I would say that when it comes to love, it should start within you, for yourself, the first. So start with self-love, because if you love yourself, you will love those around you. You will love life in general, and you will see its healing and therapeutic effects helping you in your life. So yes, love heals. Number 13, mind over body. As someone who suffers from a number of chronic illnesses since more than a decade, and as someone who has been told that all of my problems are not stemming from my body but from my mind, I can again vouch for this one. I suffer from chronic pain, and the nature of that chronic pain developed in my mind. And as I grew aware of this fact, and as I'm still researching on it and making myself educated and reading a lot and experiencing a lot and observing a lot, and also, reading and watching different people's stories, I have come to this realization that when you say mind over body, it really makes sense, because our mind is the ultimate master of, I think, everything that goes on in our lives. So I think when you make a conscious shift from, your body to your mind, or your emotions to your mind, or when you give your mind that control while also not surrendering to it totally, because your mind fools you at times as well, you realize that if you have learned to master your mind, if you've had a good control over your mind, a lot of the problems in your lives will disappear, because mind really is your best friend if you make it your friend the right way. So yes, mind over body. Number 14, you are your top priority. We've been told to integrate this idea of taking everybody along, to have this collective approach to life, to always prioritize other people and other relationships over ourselves. And while this may be a good idea up to an extent in life, because pro-social behavior is good for our overall development and existence, it's also important to prioritize your own self, because you can't be there for other people if you're not there for yourself. You have to first take care of yourself. You have to prioritize your health, your mind, your body, your career, your needs, your wants. And once you think that you are sufficient in that, only then can you move forward and help those around you. Again, this doesn't mean that become self-centered or selfish, but to become self-loving. And I'm sorry for the background noises. My neighbors are really, really noisy, and I really can't help it right now. So please bear with me. So yes, self-love. Choose yourself over and over and over in every single time, while not being a narcissist or a self-obsessed prick. Number 15. Everybody has got it rough. Yes, true. Life is not easy for any of us. And while some of us may have worse than others, it doesn't mean that everybody else is doing just fine. Everybody has gotten their own share of problems and struggles and pains and whatnot, and they might not always be available to listen to your sob story, even if you need them. Sometimes you have to be that listener and that helping hand in other people's struggles. So maybe try and look at the bigger picture. Move beyond yourself and beyond your own struggles and sorrows, and look around and help those who you think may use some of your help, because let's face it, all of us has got it tough. Number 16, action over perfection. Again, this is something that I have a hard time incorporating in my life and learning in general, because I'm such a perfectionist that I want everything done to the last minute detail, to its most perfect form. And at times that becomes a hindrance in my work, in my job, in my assignment, in my project, because I'm just unable to finish it in time, or just finish it in the best way possible, because perfection kind of hinders the action. In the effort or the struggle of being perfect, I end up doing nothing. and I'm learning it the hard. I have learned it the hard way, and I'm still learning it. That action matters more than perfection. Done is better than perfect. So while I'm not telling you to not give your best, I'm telling you to not become obsessed with the idea of perfection, and rather than focus on doing it in the first place. Number 17, life is good. We've all become so habitual of cribbing and whining all the time. So and so is going bad in the world, so and so is not going right in my life. Why me? Why does this happen to me? I such a bad luck, and this and that and whatnot. That we end up criticizing life, more often than not. We stop appreciating it. We don't realize the miracle of life. The fact that you're sitting here and watching this video, the fact that you're breathing, the fact that you're using all of your senses, your amazing mind, body, and soul, the fact that I'm sitting and making this video for you guys, even though my mind is at its worst because of these noisy neighbors, and yet I'm able to smile and talk to you because I'm doing what I love, is all, a subtle and little sign of the fact that life is good. Again, I've given you, I think, really tiny and weird examples, but you can incorporate this in any and every sphere of life, and see for yourself that life in its essential core is not so bad. Yes, bad things are happening in the world, but instead of cribbing about it, what we can do is do something to change it while enjoying, cherishing, and thanking life for all of its glory. Number 18, bring a change, don't crib. Again, this comes in extension to the previous point. Life is good, and for those parts for which it isn't good, instead of cribbing and bitching and gossiping about it, take a stand, do something, start a charity, join an organization, do some volunteer work, do your bit, and bring a change that you want to see. It's not a good idea to keep cribbing and whining about it all the time. That again, all the other things as I said previously, this and that is bad and this and that is not okay. Rather, do something and say that, hey, I found this wrong or bad, but I did something about it. I brought a change. And that will serve all of us way better than just cribbing about things over nothing. So yeah. Number 19, music is your best friend. Again, I can vouch for this like till eternity maybe. Music has been my most long-term companion. There hasn't been a day in my life when I haven't listened to music and it hasn't helped me. No matter what situation you're in, no matter what mindset you're in, no matter what mood you're in, you just switch on the music that you like or want at that particular point of time, and it does help. Now again, I don't want to generalize this. There might be some people out there for whom it might not work, but I think they must be the exceptions, because for the most of us, music plays an integral role in our everyday life, and hence we have music therapy as well, because now music is also helping people improve their mental health directly or indirectly. So no matter how much I talk about music, it's always going to be less. The bottom line is that music helps, and you should listen to music most often than not. And if you don't do, then please cultivate this habit. Also, I made a video on the therapeutic nature of music, which I will leave in the description down below or in the I button here, so that you can watch it if you want to. Number 20, art sustains life. Again, don't take me wrong. This is not to take away from the miraculous impact of commerce and science that they have in our lives. When I say art sustains life, I mean that art keeps us going. Life without art is meh. Whether it comes to music, novels, movies, TV shows, different kinds of art forms, they are the elements of life that we all need to be thankful for. As Robin Williams said in Dead Poets Society, that while commerce and science, they are respectable and noble professions, and they are important for our existence in this world, on this earth, art is what we live for. Art is what we look forward to. Any art form that we enjoy, we look forward to going to it, to watching it with our friends and family or with our own selves, and again, they help uplift your mood. So I don't know, I think I don't have to say much about this. This is self-explanatory, that art sustains life. Number 21, career is your best friend. True, 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 and true. Career indeed is your best friend. All of your friends and lovers and XYZ people who made fun of you, who bullied you, your relatives, the people who were good for you, the people who were bad for you, will take a back seat when it comes to your career, because your career is something that's going to be with you forever. I'm not saying that relationships don't matter. I'm not saying that the human quotient of life doesn't, cater to you, it's not necessary. I'm saying that no matter what, just make your career your best friend. Do what you love, follow your passion with all your heart. Maybe, if possible for you, make your passion your profession, but don't let go of it. We are kind of conditioned to think that having a career or being over ambitious, or especially being a girl, is not a good thing, but that's not true. Career is one of the most important aspects of your life, and it's something that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So please, 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 please be selfish and choose your career. Number 22, money matters. This is something that a lot of us, become modest about, and we say that, oh, money doesn't buy happiness, money doesn't add to our life satisfaction or to our overall well-being, and this and that. But let me tell you that that's a bunch of crap. Money is one of the most practical aspects of life. Money is one of the one of the ultimate realities of life, and it does matter. It does contribute to your happiness directly or indirectly, to your life satisfaction, to the quality of your life, and it gives you a confidence, it gives you stability, it gives you, it gives you a different kind of satisfaction. Again, this is not to be confused with arrogance or with greed. This is not to be confused with an over consumption or a lust of money. This is to be understood in terms of how money is not only important for our survival, but also it's important for a respectable way of life. Again, this could be different amounts of money for different people, but one way or the other, money does matter. Number 23, quality over quantity. As somebody who has a very few friends, and as somebody who's not extremely social or surrounded by people all the time, I can tell you that I am the happiest with this kind of life, because the people who are in my life, although they might be the limited edition, but they are the best of the lot. After being in a number of bad and toxic friendships and different kinds of relationships and equations with people, I realized that it's just not worth it. People who are good for your mental health, people who are good for your overall growth and development, are the people who deserve to be in your life. And it doesn't matter whether they are in small quantity, because it's the quality which matters. So keep yourself surrounded with good quality of people and with good quality relationships. That goes a long way as well. Number 24, which again is an extension from the previous point, solitude is bliss. It's important to surround yourself with people who you love and enjoy, your friends and family and partners and XYZ, fill in the blanks. But it's also important to enjoy your own company, to enjoy solitude, to, stay with yourself without other people all the time and become your best friend. You could pick up a hobby, you could read a book, you could watch a movie, you could cook, you could do XYZ number of things and enjoy the best company that you have, which is yourself. Solitude is bliss. Number 25, dreams give you life. Again, as I talked previously in the career point, that dreams are what gives you wings. Dreams are what make you feel alive. Dreams are what make you want to get up in the morning and leave your bed. Dreams are something which again sustain you, and your dreams could be as different or as similar to the people around you. And it doesn't matter whether you have a cliche dream or a different dream or a niche dream. What matters is that it's your dream and you are doing something to go towards it and to incorporate that in your life. Because trust me, when you follow your dreams, nothing else matters. Like, I'm sitting here and making this video for you guys. I faced a number of challenges and roadblocks in recording this video, and even while I'm recording it, the amazing background noises are really testing my patience, but I'm still going on about it. Why? Because this makes me happy. This is my dream. I like sitting in front of the camera and talking to it and making videos and putting it on the internet. And while this may not make sense to a lot of people, it makes sense to me, and that is enough. So what I'm trying to say with this a jumbled weird example is that just follow your dreams. Just keep sure that you're being mindful of other people's needs as well, and you're not hurting others or the environment in the process of achieving your dreams, and go for it. It's as simple as that. And with that, I come to the end of this video. I hope that you like this little ramble from my side. The points that I've discussed in this video, they're not extraordinary or over the top. They are everyday things that we all learn in life, but sometimes we're not mindful of those things and we don't follow them. So I just wanted to make this video, where I sit and consciously acknowledge these lessons and talk about them with you guys. And I will try and incorporate as many of them in my life on a daily basis as possible. And again, I would request all of you to share your learnings and experiences in the comment section below. Also, please let me know what are the different kinds of videos that you would like to watch on this channel in the future, because I'm planning to do a lot of changes in this channel, and I'll post a quick video regarding that as well. But until then, keep healing and stay healthy. I heal you, you heal me. Together we heal the world. Let's heal. Bye.